Oliver's train journals. So we are outside Gospel Oak Station and we need to finish all the London Underground for all the stations. But I didn't really fancy doing Northern Line Part 2 because I don't fancy going on a really noisy train, or we didn't fancy going on the District Line because it has 58 stations. And since we don't have much Overground on the channel, we've decided to do all 13, yes there's only 13 like the Victoria Line, all 13 Suffragette Line stations. And last episode we covered how the London Overground is changing its line names, and here we are doing the first one, the Suffragette Line. Let's go inside. Look at this cool Gospel Oak mosaic. There's a love heart on here. Yeah, I do love it. So here's the Suffragette Line. We're going to be getting off at Upper Holloway, South Tottenham, Wanstead Park, Barking, Riverside for the finish. Let's go. Train, so the next one to Barking Riverside is in 14 minutes. So let's go over to that shelter and wait for our service. We can get on and get some warm. Suffragette Line service. I just want to quickly show you something. On the way, we came from Charing Cross. They had TfL's brand new tube map, and then at Belsize Park, which we walked from there to Gospel Oak, they had some older maps. And on these maps, if I open it up, look at the Overground. It's all orange. And then on the new maps, they have the new London Overground colours, which is perfect. There's a little someone that wants to come and ride with us. There's a Moldmay line service just over there.
Riverside.
I'm going to tell you some facts about it. Upper Holloway station is on the Suffragette line, and it is near North London, kind of in the middle. and the station is a short walk away from Archway on the Northern Line. It interchanges with it. And the station was repainted and re-signed to the Overground colours in 2008, as it must have been a different line station, like maybe National Rail or something. I'll put there's some text on screen up here right now, and that will tell you what it was originally on. Let's go outside and we'll see what the station looks like out there. Upper Holloway station has the smallest ticket office I've ever seen. Just look at it. Okay. So, station outside. It's like any standard station, has some informative signs that are quite bright, as Suffragette line maps. And it's just over a little bridge, and it has another mosaic over there, which we'll go have a little look at. And there's also a Pepsi advert up there. Don't know why, but they advertise stuff here. Here is the mosaic. If there's one at every single station, then we'll go see it, everyone that we see. But yeah, it's just the station name with a huge roundel with like different pictures and different things. So it's really cool. If you want to come see any of these mosaics, just hop on a Suffragette line service. Our next stop, South Tottenham. So we are now on the Class 710. We have just went down to the high street to see if we could find anything. I had to make healthy choices, and we found the biggest oranges ever. We got this one and this one, which is absolutely huge. And now we are going to be on our way to South Tottenham. This station originally opened in 1871. This station was called South Tottenham and Stamford Hill. Now, of course, they've removed the Stamford Hill and just called it South Tottenham. So, with oranges. We're gonna go see what's outside the station, see what it looks like, and just have a little look around before our train arrives in 12 minutes. Let's go. So here at South Tottenham, they have these really cool little like roundels, and they say different things. Mind the gap, community, nature's home, diversity, love, togetherness, happiness, and belief. How cool are these? Come to South Tottenham if you want to have a little look at these in further detail.
Which one's your favourite?
My favourite is probably the Mind the Gap with the 710 in carriage, 710, and then we've got interiors of trains and stuff. I just find this one really cool. What is your favourite?
I like Believe, because it's all about space. It looks cool.
Oh, and that's nice to know. What does that mean? Here is another roundel. Got very similar designs. They've got love hearts and things in all of the areas, but here's South Tottenham's mosaic. Just a little high street and quite nice here. Then you've got South Tottenham and things, and standard station again, just like Upper Holloway. But you do have some nice bike racks, and it's quite a nice entrance too. Quite standard, but quite nice.
Come on, Oliver, let's get a lift.
Doors opening. Lift going up. Subway level and exit. Doors closing. That's loud.
It's very echoey. It's quite echoey too. Here's a class 378. Quite cool.
Platform 2.
Let's walk up a little bit.
Hi, this is Helen Pankhurst. Over 100 years ago, my great-grandmother Emma.
We are still at South Tottenham. We are now on the Class 710 Suffragette line service, and we are now going to go to Wanstead Park.
Yeah, sorry.
So here we are at Wanstead Park. We'll watch the train depart. Then we've got some facts. we've just been to a shop across the road. Doesn't have a name, but it's like little food market. It's got fresh fruit and veg, and we got 10 more oranges. They are huge. Just look in the bag. They are huge. Now we're gonna head back into the station. Our train should be here in a little bit. And these are what we got. Again, we're using a travel card.
Wanstead Park. This is the train to Riverside.
So we are now on our way to Barking. So we're now at Barking Station. This station shares with C2C, National Rail, Hammersmith and City and District Line, as well as the Overground, of course. And this station is famous for its white and blue tiling scheme. So we're just going to go outside, have a little look at what the station looks like outside, and then come back in and get our Barking Riverside train to Barking Riverside for the finish. This station is also the old terminus of what is now known as the Suffragette line. There's a little market going on outside Barking, just here, and this is what the station outside looked like. Got 3 roundings over there, and yeah, quite a nice, bright, eye-catching entrance, so you would know where the station is. And it's on a busy high street, which is good. Go to platform 7, I believe, and go get the London Overground service, the last train to Barking Riverside. One stop, 4.5 miles away to Barking Riverside, the newly extended, not that new, but the newest part of the Overground to Barking Riverside.
Suffragette line service to Barking Riverside.
we are on the final train and we're going to be going to Barking Riverside. Just one stop, 4.5 miles away. So before we do anything, we're going to go out, have a little look at the station, then we'll come back, hop on a train, talk about the station and have the debrief. Riverside Station, the final destination. You can get a boat in Riverside. We might go have a look at that in a little bit. The area's in big development. It's the London Overground's newest station. So in a minute we're going to go back up into the station and do the debrief and talk more about Barking Riverside. So we didn't actually go to the river, but I'm going to really quickly talk about the river. So you can get an Uber boat. Well, it's just gone. But you could get an Uber boat all the way from here to the other side of London, which is really cool. So let's head back in. Final use of the travel card and get our train. So as we come into the station, just looking up into the ceiling and looking around, it is really modern design, really nice design. And unlike other London Overground stations, these poles look still, even though the station's a couple years old, are still all clean, because other ones, paint peels off and everything, but so we got a nice empty carriage there on board the train to do the debrief and talk more about Barking Riverside Station. So we're now going to do the debrief.
Yep.
So we have done the 13, less than Victoria line actually.
I'm quite tired today. It's only been 13 stops, but it's been a long weekend.
And we stopped at a couple stops, got out.
What's the most interesting thing about the stations?
Probably the architecture.
I think it was the mosaic brandles.
Yeah, defo.
They were
Defo
really good. They were good. It's quite nice that it's put the lines now broken into multiple lines.
Yeah, instead of just being one big spaghetti mess.
So what are the lines? Do you remember what they all are?
Yeah. Without looking at the map, let's see if I can get it right this time, because last time I failed. Windrush, Mildmay, Lioness, Weaver, Liberty and Suffragette.
And we've been on the Suffragette.
Suffragette, yeah.
That's right.
Next, what line do you think we should do?
I don't know. Maybe tell us in the comments, because they're not too bad. Just tell us in the comments what one you think is good.
If you come round here, the shortest one on the map, we like doing it shortest to longest, is actually the Liberty line. But I'm thinking that we should do the Lioness line, because it's quite an interesting line, but it is quite a lot of stations, but it's quite interesting. So I think that should be our next one. Do you agree? Doing the Lioness?
If you want, but I think you should all tell us in the comments what one you think.
Yeah, and we'll decide based on the votes.
Okay. Good video. We're going to go home now.
I'm
tired.
going to talk about the 710s, but you can say bye.
I'm going. See you later.
Make sure to like and subscribe. So, about the Class 710s. So, these trains are the newest trains on the London Overground. Yeah, they're the newest. They have an accessible area just over here. They have Overground maquette. These trains are quite quiet with their sounds. The sounds are quite quiet, of like the doors and stuff like that. It's quite quiet but quite nice. The trains are very modern. They have a very modern design. They just look really nice overall. And what do you think of the new trains?
Good.
They're not that new, but what do you think of the Overground's newest?
Good. This was a quiet station. Good.
They're quite quiet as well. By the way, if you want a quiet train, it's best to go to Barking Riverside, because look how quiet this train is. So empty and quiet, but so we'll see you in the next episode of Oliver's Train Journals. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.